Hey guys, it's Garrett with Pickleball Prehab, coming to you today with full body mobility and prehab workout. Okay, this is gonna be a full length follow along video. So grab your mat, grab some space, and let's start to prehab and mobilize. All right, we're gonna start off by either sitting down on your butt in a cross-legged position. If you can't get into this position, that is okay. Go ahead and grab a chair or a bench and just take a seat, follow along with us to start, okay? Now, we're gonna start to loosen up the neck to begin, okay? This is called a levator scapula stretch. So I'm just gonna turn so you guys can see me. What I'll do is I'm gonna turn my nose to one direction and I'm gonna point it down like I'm smelling my armpit. Keeping a tall posture, tall spine. Same arm as that side is looking down towards. I'm gonna place it on the crown of my head and then slightly pull it down. I should feel the stretch occurring through the opposite side of my head and neck. And I'm just going to continue to stay tall and breathe. Long, deep breaths out and in through the nose. Again, in the nose, out through the mouth. Hunt around for those small areas that you feel right at the base of the skull, right and back. A lot of us get tight through those. Come up tall. Let's do the same thing to the other side. Nose to armpit, hand on the crown of the head. Slightly pull that head, neck down. Remember, I want you feeling it on the opposite side, the back side of the neck, almost coming down from the ear or the skull. Guys are looking good. Continue to breathe right here. Today's a little full body mobility day. We're just going to down regulate the nervous system a little bit. We'll work on a tad bit of strength just for some prehab. That's about it. We're next going to switch into a pigeon pose, okay? Again, if you're not able to do this, you can go ahead and take a seat or I'll give you a modified down version instead, all right? So in this pigeon pose, what I'll do is I'll start on all fours. I'm going to bring one leg underneath and I'm going to turn my foot towards it. I'm going to then scooch my back leg back. And if I can come down to my forearms and elbows, I'd like you to do that. Okay, you're gonna hold in that position. The further up that you go, okay, the more of a stretch you should be feeling. So try to bring that foot up a little bit more. Show you guys just like this. And if you want more of that stretch, come down onto the elbows or even extend those arms out further, okay? A modified down version would either be to take a seat on your butt, just like this, cross one leg over, one ankle over the opposite knee, and just scoot your butt as close as you can towards that heel. You can also do this sitting down in a chair or on a bench. Just cross one leg over and start to lean forward. Let me show you guys real quick, just in case you might need it. Lean over, just like so, okay? You'll hold that position. We're gonna hold here for another 20 seconds, just starting to relax deep into that pose. Good, 10. Out through the mouth. We're gonna switch legs here in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Switching legs. Get your setup position right. We're loosening up the back side of the hips. We get super tight from playing some pickle, spending time in that squat position, or even into that hinge position. Taking care of those hips is going to be priority. So if this is your first time joining, make sure that you're following up by doing the next one or joining the program. We do these multiple times a week, if not every day, for some people who want to or need to. Okay, get about 15 more seconds right here, practicing your breathing. Since the backside of those hips are starting to feel good, we're gonna mobilize them a little bit, okay? We're gonna go into an assisted shin box. We're gonna take a seat on your butt, just like so. Hands are gonna be right behind you, okay? I'm going to let my legs fall to one side, okay? Now, I want each knee bent at 90 degrees, okay? 90 degrees on one side, 90 degrees on the other. All right, from here, what I'm gonna do, keep it a tall chest, hands right behind. I'm just going to move my knees up and over to that opposite side. Up and over to the opposite side each time. Okay, guys, follow along with me. If this one seems too easy for you, okay, or those hips feel nice and loose, that is good. That is real good. You can modify it up by just bringing those hands out in front. Take your time with them. Any sticking points, any points that feel super tight, spend some more time on. Let's do one more. And 12. The next one we're gonna go into is the segmental bridge. Start by laying on your back on this one. We're gonna keep the knees bent. And what I'll do, I'm gonna try to create the wave with my spine, okay? So the lowest part of my spine, I want to lift up and off of the ground. So it's like my butt region, and then go up to my lower back, and then up to my middle back, and then even close to my upper back. From there, that's where I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna reverse that motion. So starting with that upper back, coming down to the ground, middle back next, and low back last, okay? And then same thing in reverse, low, mid, high, high, mid, low. Take your time with these. We're gonna go for 10 reps. I'm on 3 right now. It's gonna help relieve a little bit of low back while also promoting some strength in the hips and in the glutes and also those hamstrings too. Big priority in pickleball. Good, and then relax. Okay, the last one we're gonna do, we're actually gonna come up and do an assisted Cossack squat variation. So I want you to go down to a wide stance, just like this, okay? Now, I'm gonna ask you to put your hands on the ground. If you're unable to do that, grab a chair, put it out in front of you, and do this exact same exercise, just to your limitations, okay? Hands coming down to the ground, tented position. I'm going to bring my hips to one side, slowly, and then coming back. Notice how one leg goes straight and one leg goes bent. This is a great one. You should be feeling this one through the inner thighs. Taking your time with it. Yes, good work. Let's go for 2 more. 2. Very good. Okay, we're gonna go back to our shin box, okay? So sitting down on the ground, we're gonna go for 10 reps. Here we go. Let the knees follow. One side, 1, 2, going for 12. 3, you're feeling a little bit looser already. It's looking good. Increasing our motion. Let that knee travel up and over each time. Up and over. 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 11 and 12. Good. We're gonna start laying on your back, going into your segmental bridge again. So from the last vertebrae, scooping up and off of the ground, and then coming down each time. Good. You want to think about peeling your back up and off of that floor. Start to peel it. Slowly, 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 like you can hear some vinyl or a sticker peeling off of a wall. There we go. Guys, last 2. And last 1. Excellent job. We're gonna come up to our assisted Cossack squat now. Hands are down on that floor from one side to the other. 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Good. Keep it going. Each time, trying to achieve a little bit more range of motion. See what those hips are capable of right here. Even if you want to turn that foot, that's a little modified up. Don't hurt yourself through this, but really challenge yourself, even with your breathing too. So that exhale out and inhale in. Your hips are going to be thanking you for this one a little bit later. Good. And relax, okay? Now we did 2 rounds of those. We're going to leave it right there. We're going to do 2 rounds of 2 different exercises, all right? First ones, follow me, are going to be a prone I, T, and Y, all right? What I want you to do with this is I want you to come down onto your stomach on that mat, okay? We're gonna do 3 different ones. The first ones, our hands are gonna be actually out in front of us, all right? Toes are gonna stay flat on the ground. I'm just gonna lift my arms with my thumbs straight up to the ceiling, squeezing my shoulder blades, coming up, down. I'm gonna move them out to a Y. Do the same thing, up, down, and then I, T, and what do we got? Oh, and 1. Let's go into a T next, sorry. All right, so coming out, do that T, and coming back, okay? Let's go back to our Y. Make our Y, squeeze, and go to our I. I should rename these. I, Y, and T. Now through this motion, we're really not trying to extend from that low back too much, okay? You're gonna get some extension. But what I want you guys to do as you continue doing these, squeeze your butt, okay? Try to maintain, even our breathing. See, feel those shoulders now. And these shoulders, I'm not gonna lie, they're tough, okay? If you need the modified down, go one at a time. Do the same thing, doesn't have to be super high, not even as high as me, or as high as you think it needs to. Go to where you can, same thing. You can go to one side, then the other. Do the same thing with that T, one side, and then the other. We're gonna stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Next one is gonna be a stack squat, okay? The stack squat is not exactly the easiest thing ever, but what I'm gonna ask you to do is to grab 2 books. I have books on hand right here. I'm just gonna place them down. What I'm gonna do, I'm just going to step on them with my heels, okay? Just my heels, my toes are hanging off, okay? This is a stack squat. What I want you guys to do is stack the ribs over my hips, okay? So again, usual squat, some of us, including myself from a lot of times, will go back with the hips, but this squat, I want you guys to think about going straight down, all right? And the heels elevated will help us do that. Let's go for 8 times right here, okay? Just go as low as you're comfortable with. Stick the hands out. And then come back up. 2 breaths is what I feel like is worth it for me. Whoops, trying to get a little comfort. And you can go as slow or as fast as you'd like. Good, and relax, okay? Let's go back to our ITY real quick. On our stomach. And slant, up, Y, and then make our T. If you don't have enough room or space, just do W's, so with bent elbows, and then come up and down with those. Okay, squeezing our shoulder blades together. My back's a little sore from earlier in the week, doing some pull-ups. But getting these small muscle groups is gonna be super helpful to prevent any injuries that we might sustain playing pickleball. Yeah, a little bit more room. Good. Let's go through one more. And then let's go ahead and pop up, grab our books. Or if you don't have books, it's okay. Just do regular squats without them. All right, I'm gonna use my little books right here. And I'm gonna go for 8 times. All right, here we go. I'm gonna take 2 breaths during this squat, okay? So what I'll do to start off, I'm gonna exhale, actually going down first. Let's get a small or a long exhale. Take my inhale. Look how low I got just from that. And then come back up. Let's do the same thing again. And I'm down to the ground. was a little too low for me. I'm gonna try a little bit better the next time. Exhale. Let's try one more right here. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale down. There we go. As we're gonna finish up this mobility workout with a little pigeon pose. You can either do this seated or pigeon and coming down onto the elbows, just like so. And then coming down to the elbows. Hopefully you guys worked up a little sweat during that. If you didn't, that's fine too. Remember, these workouts are for you guys to not only recover and to feel better, but also get stronger and prevent injuries. That is prehab in a nutshell. Okay, preventative rehabilitation or pre-rehabilitation. And if you know somebody who's struggling with strength, mobility, or just wants to feel better overall, refer them to this program. Has just a lot of good things that are going on in it. I'm evolving with these exercises and these formats each day. So again, if you know a pickleball player, or even if they don't play pickleball, refer them in to Prehab, and we'll get started. Where does that leave us? That leaves us under 25 minutes for this prehab and mobility workout. Guys, thanks so much for joining us in today's full body mobility and prehab day. Share this if you guys know somebody who needs prehab and mobility. We'll see you guys next time. That's all for me. I'm Garrett. Let's get 2 claps. 1, 2.